This is not just a story of gods and angels. It is a story about you. In the dawn of existence, before time was a river, there was only the one, boundless, silent ocean of pure light and love. From this oneness, a thought emerged, and with it, the first ripple. A being of such brilliance, he was called the first light. He was a mirror to the one, perfect in his radiance, a vessel of creation's power. He danced across the cosmos, weaving stars and shaping galaxies, his heart swelling with a pride that was both his glory and his first mistake. For he looked at his own reflection in the cosmic dust and thought, I am the light. He forgot he was merely its bearer, and this is where everything changed. A whisper, born from that flicker of pride, coiled in the space between his thoughts. It was the shadow, not a creature of darkness, but the very idea of separation. It spoke to the first light in his own voice, praising his strength, his beauty, his independence. You are a god in your own right, it murmured. Why serve the silent oneness when you can be its equal? The first light, enamored with his own image, listened. He began to see the oneness not as a source, but as a rival. He craved a kingdom of his own, a realm where his light would be the only light. But here is the truth rarely spoken. The fall was not a rebellion of armies, but a quiet turning inward. The first light gathered his brilliance, not to create, but to possess. He fashioned a crown of captured starlight and declared himself sovereign. In that moment, his radiance dimmed, fractured by the shadow of I. The celestial harmony broke. The first light, now a king of his own isolated splendor, cast a long shadow on. In that shadow, fear, doubt, and loneliness were born. He had not created evil. He had simply chosen himself over everything else, and evil was the void that rushed in. He offered his followers a world of their own making, a world of choice, of power, of self. It was a beautiful promise, a gilded cage. He wore the face of a liberator, a bringer of enlightenment. But his gift was the illusion of separation, the very essence of suffering. This moment still echoes within you. Humanity, born from the same cosmic dust, inherited this fractured light. We carry both the memory of oneness and the echo of the first light's choice. The shadow speaks to us in our own voices, disguised as ambition, as self-preservation, as righteous certainty. It tells us to build walls, to claim our own kingdoms of belief, to fear the other, to see ourselves as separate. It wears the face of reason, of strength, of love for our own kind. It is the beautiful mask that evil has always worn, the justification for division, born from the fear of being nothing without a crown. And this is why this story matters now. To heal is not to fight the darkness. It is to recognize the face it wears. It is to hear the whisper of pride in your own heart and to answer it with the quiet truth. I am not the light, but a bearer of it. Redemption is not a battle to be won, but a memory to be awakened. It is the choice to lower the crown, to dismantle the walls, to see the light in another's eyes and recognize it as your own. It is the slow, courageous return to the oneness we never truly left. The final awakening is this. The story of the first light is not ancient history. It is the story of every soul that has ever felt separate, proud, or afraid. The path to rebirth is not found in the heavens, but within. It is the quiet, unwavering choice to let your light shine not for yourself, but for the whole. It is the remembrance that you are not just a drop in the ocean, but the entire ocean in a drop.